338-6700. You're on the phone. Mr. R?
No, I was just calling today. I've heard of some guy that talked before me. He was talking about that march on Progress Street. No, I don't go along with that. I think we should go for the wide neckties. No, I mean a wide sheet over you between your teeth to stop it from whistle. For Christ's sake, you couldn't call Ken Coleman if you had to.
Mr. R, I'll have to take that off the air. You are illiterate, rhetoric, and a rotten dog. I'm sorry, I had to clear my snap. WEI 338-6700. You're on the phone, Mr. BB.
Yes, I was just thinking it over before I call you up. I was walking down on Mount Vernon Street yesterday, and I didn't see no such thing as robbing storekeepers. I saw a woman there walking with a shopping bag. In fact, she had 3 of them with no bottom. It's not my fault she claimed she was robbed. I mean, the people go around saying they're robbed, they're stabbed, they're realliterated. Just because you said the word, you don't have to repeat it. But I don't allow long sideburn dogs in my house.
Mr. BB, I believe that everyone has his right to live the way he wants to, and to reiterate the last statement that you made. You are far beyond the boundaries of life. Why don't you just smarten up, speak up, and say it right? I think I'll cut you off there, all right? 338-6700. We'll miss the next commercial and take Mrs. M. No, this is Mr. Frank.
Now, about the expressway, I mean, everybody's complaining they're going to work on between the Southeast Expressway. I should think they put... Let's say that... I should say that the governor of Massachusetts put in 48 ramps going into the city of South Boston. Now, wouldn't that be a collision there one time?
Well, the Mayor White, as I understand, I was to understand that he had this in mind. The only thing is, no, he couldn't get the financing for his new shoes. So I think his personnel advisor told him that the underpass going into Bemis was the utmost important thing. And anyway, that's all.
Yeah, I think his underarms are too smelly.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I have to cut now. I'm running out of time. Okay, I'm right up to time. I'll have to cut. Yeah, all right. Gene Burns, 338-6700. You're on, Mr. Jackass.
It's no laughing matter because it happens to be my name. No, I was just, I'm a political advisor from Mount Vernon, Washington. No, I'm talking about that big riot they had over in Harvard, Cambridge. I think that if you'd mow the lawns in front of your political franchise, that you can catch more flies with vinegar. That's what I'm talking about.
Well, it has been said in prophecies that is the actual train of thought. But with every action there's a reaction. So why don't you just ship out, dress up, go to church, smarten up. I think I'll take that off the air. 338-6700. This is Jim Lawrence on the Midnight Show. Who is this? Yeah. Oh, Mr. M.
It's about the inflation in the supermarket. Couldn't that deflate it? How about the jaws of Mr. Nixon? Somebody could... No, if we could flatten that pork chop, that mouth that's blown up.
I'll have to cut that off, Mr. M, please.
It's a free country, and shut your mouth.
Mr. M.
Well, I'm sorry, but my radio's turned on.
Mr. M?
No, you don't understand the philosophy of the theoretically of the pornografizer. I am a well-educated man. You can tell by my punctuation marks that I have been well-schooled by the school of pigs.
Mr. M, this is getting out of hand. If we could stick to the issues of the day, where the Cuban rice pickers, the Harvard riots, or Mayor White's new program on the stadium or something, but don't bring in all these ridiculous. This is the month of November. Let's smarten up now. This is Dr. Pusey from Harvard University, and today we would like to give you on Channel 2 a little program put together by two dope addicts who presumably have been on marijuana, probably a slip of the disc, a little shot of rye, and are now probably deep into a trip of LSD, and we'll just pick up the conversation from there. This is room 708, and the dormitory is down at the Cranberry Street and Piccadilly Inn. These two, well, we won't name their names, but they're both from Minnesota, and they're both sort of ugly-looking guys. But here they are. We'll walk in on the conversation here. This seems pretty different, and we thought we'd tape it. They are supposed to be 3 days now on a good-sized trip of heroin.
I still think I feel kind of silly sitting here with a half a slipper. But I can't help it, but if I took my barber out for a walk.
Oh, let me.
No, you feel as if your right thumb is really slipping into your breadboard.
Oh, I love it that way. It seems to me you're an electronic bulb.
Do you feel your thoughts going through your brain?
I don't know what it is. My collars are turning in.
You're not married. Your wife doesn't do your collars.
Couldn't care less about her plastic sheets.
I have a white starch turning under my left elbow. That is my kneel.
I only see a right elbow. Where is your left?
I kneel on it.
Oh, bring it to church Sunday.
Oh, well, that's a thought. At least you're coming out of it.
Do you like roasted donuts?
No, when it's wicked evil, I like it.
Oh, I love varnish.
Do you?
Oh, I do.
Is it because it's bluish green? Or?
Yeah, don't you feel like you're a curtain rod?
Sometimes I feel as if I'm going through the rod.
Oh, get me out of the freezer.
Oh. You know what I love to eat at night? Cheesecloth.
Oh, yeah, I've thought of that a lot. Sometimes I get it confused with burlap.
So does Louis Nacera.
Oh, yeah. He's a good-looking Fen.
Yeah, you look like Ernie Millette.
Does he live down by the Fen gate?
No, I think they closed the gate after they put up the fen.
Look at the river. I see it. It's a river.
It's flowing. It reminds me of my Florence. I come from Italy, Florence. Get me. I am flowing, Florence. Give me some grapes.
Wait till I get
throw them, Eleanor. Don't throw them.
My God, give me another shot. And a T-shirt with it.
Right. My bag is overwhelming. Look.
Oh. Light my cigarette with that pillow.
I come from the sea of ships.
You ever see a barking priest?
Yeah. At the seminary one day, he had a coffin fit.
I sold his shirt at an antique shop.
And he collected a wide dream.
Please don't laugh at me, even though I'm rolling on my face.
Oh, I am rolling a strip of heaven.
Go off for a minute now. I just have to sleep this off. Please call Dr. Pusey if you want, but I've had it.
This guy's on a trip, and he's left me before. You know, I've been putting all this on. Now, this gentleman here has been on a trip since he left Minnesota. But he's had quite a few trips. Because he doesn't bother me because I think I'm in the right mind. Do you think you have your socks buttoned up tonight?
Why do you talk to me as if I was made of tin?
Because I'm pushing aluminum.
Don't be silly. You and I have been in the same room for 7 years. And we still haven't gone to college yet.
Right. How many pocketbooks have you stolen from me?
They weren't from you. Remember that time you brought home a cow? What kind of a kid can you think I am? I'm only 40 years old, Mike.
Yes, but you cried when I gave you a half of a can opener.
Yeah. Stop it. That can opener wasn't even yours. I know who you stole it from, you rotten dog.
Double lipped.
Don't try to tempt me with all kinds of idiotic snaps. You know, you and that African raindrop you were trying to throw at me.
I'll never forget the day you stole all my book covers in the back of my car.
Come on now, don't accuse me of all that. You with that condensed copy.
They were hardcovers from Conrad Hilton.
Yeah. You paperback fool.
The day you were blowing all the crumbs away from my shirt collar.
I was only trying to get something to eat, a hot meal or anything, you shot up dope.
Yeah, but the way you ticked the grave of my eyelid.
Oh, but it's only one.
Yeah, but you said wine, roses, and song.
Oh, don't bring back old times underneath that clamshell. You and me and that sand in your feet, I could just spend all night taking a look at your hangnail. You know you and me could make it, baby. You really got that tablecloth look.
Yeah, but remember the night you took me in a room with the squeaky rugs?
You always have to bring up those episodes of handle lovers. I'm sick and tired of you falling downstairs and picking up scallions. Leave me alone, you rock thrower. You and that MTA. That's all you can think of. Screening, and storm windows.
And the night you introduced me to your sister, she had 4 heads.
That's my Siamese father. Don't say anything bad about him. That's a ball in the jack.
Right. And you gave me a bald-mouthed dog.
Well, I've seen hair growing on lips. What are those lights in the room?
It's my shaving mug.
And that is about the source of what goes on in any room in the campus where, here in Harvard, where they are on marijuana or some sort of speed. This part of the program opens up in the 2L Cafe down on Broadway in Chelsea, and we take a typical 2 guys that like to stop there for a few after work, and this is a typical conversation that goes on in almost any neighborhood bar, but this is one we picked out at the 2L Cafe in Broadway, and this is how it's at.
Hi, Herbert. It's going to be quite a game tonight, I think.
Ain't kidding. Hey, listen now.
Draw us to Harvard.
Yeah. Make mine Schmidt.
Make it ale.
Yeah. Oh, boy.
How's the kid?
Oh, well, I only got 30 more. I only got 3 left at home. I just had my second half. See. Oh, you. I got a gray-haired dope.
Oh, I shouldn't laugh at that because we're laughing over a beer, anyway. But I think the Red Sox will do it this year over K-Line's head.
Oh, yeah. Why? Hey, listen, not to get away from it, but I seen your young kid there. You know, the one that's pitching for the one that's pitching for the Rudolph Hardware. Brother, that kid, you got a good boy there. You ought to stay home once in a while with it.
That's right. I watched him Wednesday night when he hit the grand slam of his back. That went right over the flour mill and everything.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna buy him a 7-ounce glove.
I didn't say boxing. Oh, listen.
How's it work?
I don't work anymore, you know that. I just drink now.
Yeah? I worked 5 minutes last month.
Well, come on.
I bring in a case of beer.
Right. You're gonna ruin the industry.
I can't stay at home. The wife throws me out.
What's the matter? Can't you get along with her at all? Well, you understand you have a pretty hard time with that JCO.
When you see a wife that dyes her aprons in my oatmeal, it's time to give up.
You were kicking the loop.
I tried it, and she gave me a kick in the loop.
How come your wife's got such a fat neck anyway?
Yeah, you should see her thighs.
Well, I feel sorry for her every time I think of you, though. Really, you're really. Why do you come here every night anyway?
Yeah, just to wipe away my blues. My wife is a nice-looking girl. I dressed her up the other night, but I can't find any old shoes. I went down to Cronin's, Tom McCann, Hanlon's. They just don't carry no 24 shoes. Size 24, they can't find them. She's a doll with big feet. I can't help it.
Did you try the Formica Center?
They can't farm it.
I'll tell you, probably should get on Mendelssohn and get a couple of mailboxes.
I'll probably try to after I have a couple of drinks.
What kind of dopes we come in here every night sitting around? Maybe we ought to straighten up Fly Right, huh? Maybe we ought to go home and find out what it's all about to be a man. Go home once in a while.
Right. You know what I'm getting? You know what's getting me right now. I can't even see what I'm drinking. And look on my long hair, my long fingernails. I'm getting lazy. Let's face it. After 24 years of staying in the same barroom stool.
Yeah. What do you bring this dog with you? How come the dog don't quit?
McDonald gave it to me.
Where's he now?
He's tipping fingers. Twisting fingers. You're twisting fingers the whole.